Hi friends, another week and we are back with another useful quick tip brought to you by dataplatformcentral.com. In this edition of this quick tip, we are going to see an end-to-end Power Platform based tip. This tip is on how we can visualize real-time data which is coming from our Power Apps directly onto a Power BI visual. So this tip makes use of all the three Power Platform services, which is Power Apps, Power Automate and Power BI. Based on a Power App that we have designed, a Power Automate flow will be running on the background and pushing the data in real time as generated from the app directly to a Power BI dataset. This can be later used inside the Power BI for visualizing inside a dashboard, which will be refreshed in real time. So let's first see the scenario and then quickly go to the demo. The scenario in this case is a machine which is running in a production unit. So there are multiple machines inside production unit and you want to capture the vitals of these machines. For example, the temperature or any ratings of machine at equal intervals. And in some of the most sophisticated type of machines, you have sensors which will automatically capture it. But in case we are taking a case where the vitals have to be manually inspected. So there will be some inspection personnel or inspection resource on board who will be coming and checking for the vitals within the machine at equal intervals of time. And the traditional way of doing this was they marking these ratings or the readings on a ledger. Going one step further, what we can do is like we can create a small Power Apps for them which they can run within their smartphone, through which they can capture these readings. So they enter the readings inside the app and they will save the app. So once the reading gets saved, the Power Automate flow which runs on the background can directly post this reading onto a Power BI dataset. And once inside the Power BI dataset, then you can use it for your visualizations. So this is mostly used in the cases where you want to directly inspect the readings of a machine which is not required for any analysis thereafter. So you don't need to persist the data in this case. The data is just getting generated and you just want to analyze it one time and see what is the temperature or maybe what is the rating of that machine. And you need to, as the time goes, you need to see how the ratings are going. Whenever the rating goes to beyond a particular point, then it means that the corresponding maintenance team needs to be alerted so that they can go and do the maintenance activities on the machine, so that the ratings comes down. It can be like the amount of heat generated, or it can be like maybe the time taken. So different depending on the type of the machine, the ratings will vary, but the purpose would be the same, to make sure that the machine is operating in healthy manner. So let's see how this is implemented using all the three services: a Power Apps based small application with a Power Flow based automate job on the background, and a Power BI dataset and a dashboard which will be used in the visualization side. So let's start off by going to the Power Apps. So we are going to create the application as our first step. We are going to create a Canvas app. So we are going to create a very simple Canvas app. We are going to name the app Machine Health Capture and we are going to make it based on a form, so that the inspectors who are on the site can use it inside their smartphones. And we are going to create a form inside that, because we are going to basically submit some values. And we don't require any kind of data connections here, so you can delete the data connection that it creates by default. We are going to just add some input boxes here. So we are going to first add a label and then an input box, text input box, and we'll name this input box as the user who is capturing the details, and this label you can make it as user. So this represents the user who is going to do the entry, and make sure that the default value is set to blank. Again we'll add one more label and one more input, text input. This is for getting the name of the machine. There can be multiple machines inside the same production unit, so you need to get the machine as well. So user, then the machine name, and finally the reading. It can be anything. So we are here just setting a numerical reading. It can be either the temperature of the machine, it can be either say any other kind of rating. So here we are just capturing the temperature for this demonstration. So again one label and one input text. So it's temperature in Fahrenheit. and finally we will have a submit button. This will just submit the data that is being entered by the inspector. So now we have this sample form ready, which is capturing the user information, the machine name and the temperature. For this demonstration, we will be entering the data manually, but in the actual case, if you want the user to be pre-populated based on your Active Directory, even that can be done. So for this case, we are just manually keeping it as it is, just because this is just a POC. So now we have the form ready. Now what we need to do is, like, we need to add one more screen. This is for the successful completion. So for that, we'll add a success screen, and then you need to change the message accordingly. The data was successfully submitted, and if you want, you can add a back button as well, so that it will be easier for going back if you want to add multiple data. So we'll again add one button here, and we'll make it back button. Okay, so now what we need to do is, when we submit from here, we need to make sure that all the values which are captured within these text boxes are getting submitted to the Power Automate based flow. So we need to now create a Power Automate based flow for this. So for that purpose, let's first save this. Let's name it as Machine Health Capture and click on save. So now the app is created. It's called Machine Health Capture. Now we need to go and create a corresponding Power Automate. So for here, you need to go to create inside your Power Automate, which can be accessed from flow.microsoft.com, and we are going to create a instant cloud flow. So when you click on instant cloud flow, again it will ask for a name. You can see, you can just name it like Machine Health Data Stream. So you are going to basically stream the machine health data, and you can use the Power Apps type. There is a trigger, how to trigger this flow. There is an option called Power Apps. We will be triggering this from the Power Apps. So click on create. It will open that flow with just a Power Apps step, and now we need to add the next step corresponding to this. So the first step would be to parse the JSON that it is sending. So we are going to send the data as JSON from our Power Apps, and we will be using for parsing this JSON inside this. Once the JSON is valid, then we will post it to the Power BI. So for getting that JSON structure, we need to now go to the Power BI and create a streaming data set, because it is going to be posted to a streaming data set that we are creating inside Power BI. So we need to choose the type as API, and you can give the name of your data set like Machine Health Status, and there will be three values which will be coming from the stream. One will be the user. This will be same as the ones that you are capturing from your apps. So user will be of type text. Then the next one would be machine name, which will be also of type text. So you can put the same names that you have set here. So if it's called a machine, you can actually make it machine, or if it's called a machine name, you can make it machine name. And then finally the third one would be the temperature. And this will be number. So once you do this, automatically it will generate the JSON structure for you. So what you can do is, like, you can just copy this JSON, and using this JSON you can generate the schema here. So you have an option called generate from sample. Click on generate from sample, paste this JSON which was already created by your Power BI dataset, click on done. So it will automatically create this schema for your JSON, and it will parse against this. And now when you click on this, you can click on ask in Power Apps. So the Power Apps will automatically have the parse JSON content. You can select that parse JSON content. So automatically the content which is coming in JSON format from your Power Apps will be validated against this particular schema. And once this is done, now you need to add the next step to post it to Power BI. So you have the Power BI available here, and you have add rows to a data set available here. Now you need to select the workspace. So I have a workspace called DF test. I am going to go inside DF test, and inside that, so if you see the data set that I have created, the data set is created inside DF test workspace, and I have now clicked on create to create the data set. And once you click on done, the data set will be created here. You can see the dataset be created. You can see this, just refresh it once and you can see the machine health status dataset available there. So the dataset that we created is machine health status. So you can select the name of dataset, which is machine health status, which is available within the combo box, and then you can select the table inside that. So it will be the real-time data table, and then it will ask you for the payload. That payload will be directly coming from this content. So you can just select the parse JSON content and save this flow. So what this flow will do is, for every time you trigger this flow from your Power Apps, it will receive the JSON data that you are submitting from your Power Apps, and it will just parse it against the structure which is expected by your Power BI. And if it is, the structure is correct, and if it passes the validation, it will pass it directly to the dataset. It will add it to the streaming dataset. So when you now show this dataset inside a dashboard, the data will be automatically appearing in your dashboard. So now let's go back to the Power Apps. We need to complete the submission here. So go to the submit button. You have the on select property. Here you need to create that JSON and pass it to the Power Automate. So for that purpose, there is a function called clear collect which can be used, and this will create a collection. So we are going to create a new collection called PBI data, and then inside that collection you will be having a JSON. What all JSON you will be having? You will be having a, so what you can do is, for easy identification, you can name the text boxes in the name of that entity. So the first text box is called user, second is called machine, and third one is called temperature. So what you can do is, like, you can make use of these text inputs and generate the JSON using this. So the first JSON element will be called user, and the value of the JSON element will come from user text box. So you can type user dot, automatically the text will come. So this will correspond to the content which is coming from this text box, this user text box. Similarly, for the second part, you need the machine information, and it comes from the machine text box, machine.text. And the third one is the temperature, which comes from the temperature text box. So always, when you, before you do it, if you want, you can check against the data set that you have created inside your Power BI. It will show the structure. So it needs user, machine and temperature. So you are passing user, machine and the temperature. So temperature will come from temperature text box, temperature dot text. So you need to ensure that this is sent as a number in this case, because this is of type number, the other two are text. If you see, this is number, so you need to do that conversion here. So you can use value function to get the value out of this. So now this will be sent as a collection inside this this particular PBI data collection. Now we need to convert it into JSON. So we need to use a JSON function for that. There is a function called JSON which can be used, and you will convert it by formatting it into ident4, which is the standard format in which you pass JSON. So you can use indent4 option, and then once you convert it into JSON, finally you can set it to another collection which is called PBI JSON data, and this PBI JSON data will be passed to your Power Automate. So what you have done is, you have captured all the values that are coming from each of your input text boxes. You have created a JSON with that, and that JSON will be set to another collection. So once you set this collection, now what you can do is, you can actually connect this to the Automate. Now this Power Apps has to be connected to the Automate. For that, you need to go to Action, and you have the Power Automate button here. Click on Power Automate, and it will show all the automations available. Now we need to connect to this automation, this machine health data stream automation. That is the automation that we have created here, machine health data stream. So select machine health data stream. It will take a while before it gets added. Yeah, now the flow got added. Now you need to go back to your submit button. Now that the flow is linked, you can call the flow from here. So the flow is called machine health data stream dot run. So once you call this run, the flow will be automatically called, and you need to pass this parse JSON content, which is the parameter that you have included inside your Automate. So for that, you have already created this collection. So just pass this collection inside, and make sure you reset all your inputs after that for any further data entry. And finally, once you have resetted it, you can navigate to the next screen so as to show the success message. So your first screen is now done. Now go to the second screen, and in the back button you can navigate back to the first screen. So now your changes are saved inside the app. Now what you can do is, like, you can try running this. The flow is also already running. So now when you run it, if everything is working fine, the flow will get fired and it will automatically submit the data all the way to your Power BI dataset. So let's see if this is working. For that, let me clear the default value. So let's run this Power App, and we are going to just use a test user now. So test user, machine name is machine 1, and the temperature is going to be 98.7, and we are submitting it. So as expected, the data was submitted successfully, and it will give us a back button. So let's now go and see if the flow was successful. Let's click on refreshing the flow, and you can see that the flow is now success. If you go inside that, you can see that it has executed all the steps. It executed, it passed the JSON, and it added the rows to the dataset. Now if you go and create a dashboard, you will be able to see this. So if you go and add a dashboard, and the dashboard is called machine dashboard, and you are going to add a tile inside that based on this streaming dataset. So you can go to custom streaming data, click on next, and you can see your dataset machine health status, which is the dataset that you created in the earlier step. Click on next, and you are going to add a clustered column chart. So you have axis, legend, and value. So axis, you are going to add it like machine, and legend, you are going to add it the user, and value, you are going to add it the temperature. And click on next, and it will automatically start showing your value. So if you see to the value, you can see that this is the value that you submitted from the app. So you can see that it was submitted by test user, and the value was 98.7. This is the value that you set. If you want, you can show it over a period of time. So you can go to edit details, and you can show it over a period of time. So instead of 1 minute, you can show like last 20 minutes. And then if you, as and when you go and create new data, you can see this. So you can say Sam machine 1, and you are putting say 670, say 118.2, some value, and submit it automatically. In a moment, see the new value gets automatically added to your clustered column chart. So this is real-time streaming. As you add new data from here, it will keep on adding here. Say you are adding a third one, say you are adding a new machine 2, and you are adding the 174.485, that will get automatically added, the new machine. And like that, for each one you are adding here, it will keep on adding. So as you see, as we keep on adding data from your Power Apps, the data keeps to be streaming in real time to your dashboard, which is an end-to-end integration between all the three Power Platform services, which is Power Apps, then to Power Automate, and finally to Power BI. So this quick demo shows the real power of Power Platform and how the Power Platform services can be integrated end-to-end, so as to obtain a scenario like this, where a real-time data from an application can be directly posted to a Power BI dataset, and it can be visualized on a streaming dataset. Hope you liked this demo. As usual, feel free to send in your comments and feedback. Feel free to subscribe my channel for getting useful tips like this, and press on the bell icon to get notifications. Meet you all soon with another similar useful tip in the next week. Till then, bye and thanks for your time.